A sign of the times. I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. A new survey by the group Lawn Starter says 1 out of every 3 Americans will place a campaign yard sign on their property this year. That's a third of us. Now, that caught my eye because I've been struck by the relative lack of signage around here this year, only a month before the election, at least where I live and the areas I go through for work. And I was further struck that of those signs I do see, far more are for Democrats than Republicans. And this national survey of 1,000 people sort of bears that out. More Democrats than Republicans say they are very likely to put up signs this election year. 41.6% for Democrats, 36.4% for Republicans. Swing states in the last election, those states that were carried by a thin margin, well, in those states, they show equal support for the 2 major candidates this time in terms of signs. Equal support, and that's consistent with the polling. Now, while young people tend to vote in the lowest percentage, of those under age 24, just over 10%, a pretty good number, say they are likely to display a sign with a third-party presidential candidate. And while there has been lots of talk about the middle class this cycle, they are the ones income-wise less likely to plunk a sign in their yards. More than 43% of folks making more than $100,000 per year are very likely to display campaign signs, followed by 40% of folks making less than $20,000. Not that we need any more visual clutter these days. Perhaps that alone is a sign about signs. And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Friday, October 4 on Twitter, Instagram, Getter, Threads, and Truth Social at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.